Hello there. Welcome to Quik Coster, the costing program from GreyNotes software. This is a demonstration of how it works, so let's just get started. This is a costing program which calculates the cost of landed goods. It's useful for anyone like an importer or a retailer who imports a shipment of goods or purchases a shipments of goods. You've got costs like shipping, freight, insurance, brokerage, etc. And this program will calculate the exact cost of each item on that shipment. Here's how it works. We sign in with the access code, and first of all, let's set the software up. What we have here is a blank database, and this is the menu. You've got your transactions, your costings, you've got your records, and you've got reports, and finally an admin section over here. Now, this is how it works. First of all, we set up some costs. Now, let's say we have shipping. You create a code for that, SHIP, shipping. Oops. The auto select means that when you do a costing, this feature will be automatically, it will default. So we'll set that because we often have shipping. You can use the auto select for things which you usually have on costings, and turn it off for things which don't happen too often. Let's say insurance. Duty, and one more, say freight, which is inland freight. So if we browse these now, hit display, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, duty, inland freight, insurance, and shipping. Okay, so those are your costs. Next thing you have is the currencies, and I'm going to make this really simple. Let's say we have, because it converts the currencies and it uses exchange rates. Okay, now BDS, Barbados dollars, because I'm in Barbados, and that's your home currency. So I'm in Barbados, and my exchange rate is 1. If you were using it in Trinidad, you could set up TT dollars, Trinidadian dollars, and your exchange rate will be 1. If you're using it in Canada, Canadian dollars is what you set up, and your exchange rate is 1. So this is your home currency. I'm going to auto select that and hit save. Let's say I'm purchasing from the US, so I'm going to put USD, US dollars, and let's say a rate of 2 to 1, or well 2.03875. That's just for demonstration purposes. It may have changed, or may not be the same thing now, but you know. We'll auto select that as well because you may be using US dollars often. And let's put in EC dollars for East Caribbean dollars. And here you would want the exchange rate between the EC dollar and your home currency, which is the Barbados dollar, so that goes to 1.35. No, actually it's 0.85. It's the other way around, 0.85, right? Okay, so we auto select that and we save that as well, because 0.85 EC dollars is 1 Barbados dollar. Okay, so that's your exchange rates, well, your currency, so to speak, currencies and your exchange rates. Next, we want some items. To set the items up, you first have to add item categories. I'm going to make this really quick. We're going to be purchasing fruit, So let's create fruit as a category. Description is fruit. The markup, let's say we put on a 30% markup on our fruit, and the tax 17.5 for VAT. Well, actually, if it's fruit, if there was a VAT, let's assume there was a VAT charge on it, and we save this. Okay, cool. Now we exit, and we can add a supplier, CFC, Canadian Fruit Company. Right. There you go. Cool. So we've got our costs, some currencies, some items, and a supplier. Let's do a costing. First of all, we can go to admin, and there's some program options which we can set. The software comes with 10 custom fields here, which you can use to track anything on your costings. Now let's say this is coming by C, so we want to keep track of the name of the ship, and we want to keep track of the name of the customs broker for all of our costings, and we save that and we leave these others there. Cool. Now let's go to the costing screen, which is here. There you go. Here's the date, 17th of January 2014. Let's pick our supplier, which is there's just one, Canadian Fruit Company. A description, this can be anything at all. Let's just put invoice number 6789 and apples or assorted fruit. This is just a general description of what the shipment contains. Now the vessel, MV Benjamin, yeah, MV Benjamin, and then the customs broker Kwame Nelson. Kwame Nelson. That's our customs broker right there. Okay, now currencies. We are going to be using the Barbados dollars. So basically, Barbados dollars is there, EC dollars is here, and the US dollars is there. Actually, I made a mistake. We were supposed to be doing Canadian dollars. So what I can do, I can come here, press F6, CAN, Canadian, because it's from the Canadian Fruit Company. Although it's possible to purchase from Canada and let's say 1.75, just for argument's sake, nothing realistic really. Although it's possible to purchase from a Canadian supplier and have the transaction done in US dollars or any other currency. Okay, here we go. So we're going to add, we can just come in here, insert, and we're going to put in the Canadian dollars at that rate. And here we go. Now let's go to the items first of all. We just insert a line, and the first item we added, which is item number 1, is the apples. Oh, we don't have items. Forgot that one. Hold on a bit. Let's add some items. You can add them from here. Just press F6. The item numbers, code numbers, ID numbers are assigned automatically starting from 1. So we're going to make this really simple. Apples, and they're per case. Let's use the barcode of apple so that we can simulate scanning it. I don't have a scanner here, but I'll type apple when I get to the barcode section. And the supplier, you can put a supplier currency with us, not really. Let's put Canadian dollars, and they're 5 Canadian dollars a case. The category is fruit, 30% markup, and we save that. Then we've got oranges. Oh, pears actually. It's Canadian. Pears. Case. Barcode is pear. And here we go again. Canadian dollars. These are $6 a case. Category is fruit. And we save that as well. So we've got your apples, your pears. Use pear for the barcode. And let's say, well, it could be fruit and veg. Let's go with plums. P-L-U-M, plums. Case. P-L-U-M. Good. And again, these can be maybe $8. Canadian dollars, fruit. Let's say the plums, we want to give them a higher markup, 35%. I can override that. We save that. Good. So now our items, I could come in here and put the codes, which is 1, 2, and 3, because it assigns them numerically. Or I could just come here, apple. This is simulating a barcode. Pear, beep, and plum. Beep. There you go. Apples, pears, and plums. There's a reference, which is a note. There's a quantity. So let's say we had 200 of these, 300 of these, and 150 of those. And the unit costs, we're going to use the supplier price in this case. Supplier price, or I could enter it if I wanted to. So those are the costs. Then what you do next is you choose the currency. So these are in Canadian dollars. Canadian, Canadian, and Canadian. And then I'm going to add some costs. My duty is 500 Barbados dollars. The insurance is 89 Barbados dollars. We'll say 890, carried up a bit. And my shipping, let's say this is a Canadian cost, 1,200 Canadian dollars. And let's add another cost. Let's say we had some extra inland freight, and that was, let's assume it was paid in, let's say it was $100 US that we paid for it. US dollars, there you go. They're your costs, and let's apply them to the items now. The duty applies to all. Let me save that. Actually, let's go back. Let's say the duty was only applied to the apples and the pears and not the plums. You turn that off and you save that there. Then you go to the next, which is the insurance, and apply that to all. And we save that there. Next, the shipping. Apply to all. Save that. Next, inland freight. Apply it to all, and we save it. And exit here. So our costs are applied. Calculate landed costs. Okay, we need to. We want it to be in, let's say, in Canadian dollars here. Calculate. Oops, we're missing something. Something's missing. Supplier. Right. Calculate landed costs. There you go. And these are your landed costs right here. Your apples. That's the total landed cost in Barbados dollars. That's the unit price. Your markups, 30% is this, 30% is that, and 35% is that. And then the VAT, 17.5% VAT, and these are your prices here, here, and there. And there's a summary. There you go. So that's I'll just save my costing now. And that's it. That's how Quik Coster works. Thank you and take care. Bye-bye.